Alright, bet. So the episode opens up and we got Ash versus Leon in the Pokemon Master 8 Tournament Finals. The shorts get even shorter. This grown-ass man is literally rocking booty shorts in the finals. Nah, this gotta be a crime. The booty shorts must be riding up his ass and fucking with his brain, because Leon tells Ash that he wants him to use all 3 gimmicks in this battle. I don't know if this is insane confidence or the dumbest shit he could have possibly done. The first matchup is Pikachu versus Cinderace, and Pikachu uses Thunderbolt and Cinderace uses Scorching Sand. And what the fuck is this big ass rabbit? Is this a starter Pokemon? Holy shit, the fall from grace is insane. We went from the Charizard and Fernapes and Blazikens of the worlds to the fucking Easter Bunny. Nah, bro, see this new shit, I'm not rocking with it. And then this nigga turns into a Ronaldo clone landing a bicycle kick. Jesus Christ. So both attacks land, and Roger Rabbit over here doesn't seem to be phased at all. And turns out this motherfucker has Libero, which turns it into the typing of whatever move it uses. What kind of broken ass ability is this? This is the kind of thing you give to like Mewtwo or something, or some obscure Pokemon that doesn't really matter like Shuppet. You don't give this to a starter Pokemon, bro. Cinderace has to be the best starter Pokemon in competitive, right? Let me know in the comments down below, because there's no way he's not. Both trainers return their Pokemon, so the next matchup is Inteleon versus Gengar. And holy shit, this nigga is ugly as fuck. What has happened to starter Pokemon, bro? They used to look so cool, and now they look fucking hideous. Bro uses Snipe Shot, beaming Gengar in between the eyes, and Gengar uses Shadow Ball, but this motherfucker does the most dramatic ass flip to cancel out the attack. Gengar then weaves a Dark Pulse by just disappearing into the ground. Like, this shit caught me off guard. I be forgetting this fat fuck is a ghost type and can just phase through objects. Then Leon hoe ass takes Ash's counter shield technique and uses it for himself, knocking Gengar out of the ground. Like, oh my god, niggas cannot have shit. And just look at poor Gengar, bro. His ass is getting put in a blender. I feel so bad for him. He's genuinely trying so hard to jump over it, but he's so stubby and short that he can't. I know Los Polos feels the same way. Gengar uses Will-O-Wisp, making a big ass fog cloud, and goes back into his Pokeball. At least that's what I thought, because Ash pump faked the shit out of me and G-Max's Gengar. And nah, why this remind me of my little shit from earlier in the year? She could open her mouth just like this, man. I should call her. Inteleon uses Snipe Shot, and he akimbos that bitch, upping both straps, and he gets hit with a G-Max Terror. But just when you think bro is cooked, we find out he's related to goddamn Deadshot and lands a head tap for 220 on Gengar. He then hits Gengar with Dark Pulse in his Uvula, but gets hit with Max Ooze, knocking Inteleon out. So that means the homie Ash is drawn first blood. Leon then sends out Mr. Rhyme, and he uses Freeze Dry, freezing Gengar. Then uses Psychic Terrain, giving a boost to his next move, Expanding Force, killing Gengar. Ash then sends in Surfetch, and only this nigga Ash will put a fighting type against a psychic type with a boosted attack stat. Like, bro, what are you doing? This is the finals. Surfetch uses Fury Cutter, and Mr. Rhyme is blocking with his cane until he finally lands a hit, sending him back. Ash uses Brutal Swing, but this man catches the sword, stopping him in his tracks, and peep my dog's face. He's absolutely perplexed and gets hit with Expanding Force at point blank range, sending him flying. Then Ash got the gall to ask bro if he's alright. Do I look alright, bitch ass boy? Mr. Rhyme uses Triple Axle and is kicking the shit out of him over and over. He then follows up with Expanding Force, but Surfetch dodges with Detect, flinging himself towards its shield and cuts up the field with Fury Cutter. And Mr. Rhyme is just standing there watching this happen right in front of his face. Like, are you gonna hit him or not? Ash gets rid of Psychic Terrain and sub Surfetched out, tagging in Lucario, and fuck yes, bro. Give me Mega Lucario now. Oh my god, he actually did it. Nah, Leon, you fucked up, bro. Just went Super Saiyan on your ass. Lucario gets hit with Triple Axle, and then he gets hit with it again. Like, bruh, Ash, do something. Lucario uses his aura to detect Mr. Rhyme, weaving an attack, and fires an Aura Sphere at his asshole, killing Mr. Rhyme. Leon sends in Dragapult, so Lucario uses Shadow Clone Jutsu, beating the shit out of it with Bullet Punch, sending it to the ground. Dragapult uses Flamethrower, burning Lucario, and Ash instantly swaps him for my favorite dumb-ass Pokemon of all time, Dracovish. Dracovish uses Dragon Rush, and Dragapult uses Dragon Darts, landing an attack. And I'm pretty sure one little dragon literally dies because this nigga just bites it. That is until its brother spins the block on Dracovish, and both of them return home safe and sound. Dracovish randomly gets a power up out of nowhere because anime, and Dragapult uses Thunderbolt, landing a direct hit. Leon does get a little cocky though, sending Dragapult in, but Dracovish uses what I'ma call Ultra Finstinct, shout out to this Reddit user right here, and basically puts puts this bitch in a bear hug. He then lands Fishious Rend and Ref just throw in the towel. This Pokemon is dying. He's literally getting eaten alive. Dragapult takes a Rhino Pill and makes his tail grow like 4 feet longer and manages to take an Ice Fang from literally inside Dracovish's mouth, which should have killed it, but instead he lands a Dragon Tail, swapping Dracovish out for Dragonite. And aw, look how cute this fat bitch is. Ash's Dragonite and Iris's Dragonite are complete opposites. Hers is mad at the fucking world for whatever reason, and his is just a big lovable Pokemon. Dragonite uses Dragon Dance, and I did not picture that move looking like that. I was thinking something a little more like this.
Yeah, I'm good enough. Think about shit that I shouldn't know.
He then uses Dragon Claw but misses every shot, looking like Kai Cenat trying to pull Tyla. Dragapult uses Dragon Tail, bringing out Lucario, and Ash is stressing, but he then turns into Justin Fields after having to play behind that terrible offensive line. Taking a deep breath. Please draft Will Campbell, Ryan Poles, I beg you. Then Lucario beats the dog shit out of Dragapult, landing an insane uppercut. Dragapult uses Thunderbolt and Lucario uses Reversal, ending in a draw. But my dog is paralyzed and gets hit with a flamethrower, burning him to a crisp, and Lucario is down for the count. Dragonite gets brought out and uses Hurricane but gets hit with Thunderbolt. He then uses Draco Meteor and grabs Dragapult while tanking a Thunderbolt and starts spinning. This is where that Ash Ketchum main character bullshit comes into play, because he just makes up a move entirely on his own. He tells Dragonite to use Dragonite Meteor. Like, what is that? And this has to be one of the most deadliest things I have ever seen. So Dragonite is standing over the body he just caught because Dragapult is fucking dead after that. We literally just witnessed a Pokemon get murdered in front of our own eyes. The next matchup is Rillaboom versus Dragonite, and Leon uses Drum Beating and Dragonite uses Hurricane to counter. Rillaboom pushes through and smacks Dragonite over and over, giving his ass a whooping. Dragonite uses Dragonite Meteor again but gets caught by Drum Beating, getting slammed to the ground. But this man does a backflip into a straight-on blitz with Dragon Claw, and Rillaboom dodges it, countering it with acrobatics. And my dog is knocked out, man. Ash sends in Surf Fetch using Meteor Assault, and Rillaboom uses High Horsepower, with both of them clashing in the middle, sending this gorilla into his drum set. And just when you think Surf Fetch won, this ape gets up like nothing and blitzes Surf Fetch with High Horsepower. As this bird is flying, he then stands on his shield, riding that shit like Aladdin's magic carpet, surfing on the tree vines, then jumping in the air going for the kill shot. But Rillaboom grabs his shield and throws it at him for maximum disrespect and palms this nigga to the ground, knocking him out. Dracovish comes in using Ice Fang, destroying the Drum Beating by freezing it. Rillaboom and Dracovish then use Dragon Rush and High Horsepower, colliding in the middle, and Rillaboom falls to his knees, so my glorious king Dracovish gets the win. Cinderace comes in and uses High Jump Kick, but Dracovish tanks it and does a Shawn Michaels kip up using Water Gun, but Leon counters with Pyro Ball, canceling it out. Cinderace lands an Iron Head and Ash is calling his shot, so Dracovish uses Dragon Rush, but Cinderace dodges, landing a crazy High Jump Kick, causing Dracovish to be unable to battle. Leon knows Pikachu is Ash's last Pokemon, so he decides to show us how big his meat is and G-Max's Charizard. Leon goes for a G-Max Rockfall, trying to murk Pikachu, but he jumps over it, landing an Iron Head on its head. But y'all know for a fact that didn't do shit. Leon then attempts to kill Pikachu again, but he manages to survive it, and Ash then throws the red fitted up and Pikachu catches it, activating the Z move 10 million volt Thunderbolt. Charizard uses G-Max Wildfire. The collision is so strong that it makes the legendary Pokemon Eternatus appear, so it does whatever it needs to do, I guess, to get rid of the clouds in the sky, and it decides to bless Ash and Leon with a bonus Dynamax for whatever reason. I don't know, I guess it's feeling generous today. So Leon decides to G-Max Cinderace, and Ash and the Day One homie decide to do the same thing. Now Pikachu looks exactly like Lizzo big body ass. Cinderace uses G-Max Fireball and Pikachu uses G-Max Volt Crash, and both Pokemon are trying to hold off the attacks, but both hits land and the smoke clears and Cinderace falls to the ground, knocking him out. Now it's time for the moment we have all been waiting for. Ash's Pikachu versus Leon's Charizard, with the World Championship on the line.
Now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Did I just catch this nigga Leon throwing up VL? Like, gang, it all makes sense now. You just like a sped mouth breathing fuck because you're a Cardi fan. I understand it now. We then see all the friends Ash has made along the way, and it's hitting me in the feels, y'all. This is really it. Charizard uses Ancient Power, but Pikachu uses Quick Attack, dodging the rocks like a bitch dodging accountability in real life, and Springboard off a rock, spearing bro in his stomach. Pikachu tries to double up with Iron Tail, but Charizard blocks with his tail, knocking him away. Charizard uses Fire Blast, with Pikachu catches it with Electric electro web and runs away. Got this shit looking like a James Bond movie. They both meet in the middle with Fire Blast and Thunderbolt, causing an explosion, sending them both back. Pikachu uses Iron Tail, but this nigga tanks the hit on purpose. And then he gives this motherfucker a little smirk too. Oh nah, bro, get out of there ASAP. Pikachu, run away. This nigga is insane. Charizard then uses Dragon Pulse at point blank range, and my dog counters it with Thunderbolt. My son decides to go fucking Super Saiyan right now, and then he uses Quick Attack, and I swear to God, if you blink, you almost miss it. His ass is moving like the Flash now. Charizard uses Ancient Power, but you already know what that means. Pikachu's gonna hop from rock to rock. You already know that's a lock for the parlay. Pikachu then gets so high that he's running on top of the beam thing on top of the stadium. They're both fighting in midair right now, and Charizard weaves an Iron Tail that might have killed him. Like, look at what it did to the ground. This little rat is on all kinds of steroids right now. Test him immediately. Charizard lands a Fire Blast on Pikachu, and Ash is panicking right now, but the smoke clears and our little homie is hanging in there. Then all of a sudden, Pikachu falls to the ground, and we see all the Pokemon Ash has ever caught cheering him on. We see the OG Kanto squad, we then see the Johto squad, then the Hoenn squad, my glorious Sinnoh squad, the weak-ass Unova team, and then the greatest team of all time, the Kalos team. I don't know who the fuck these guys are, but I guess. And then we have the current squad cheering Pikachu on, and he decides to lock in. And then traditional power of friendship timing, Pikachu unlocks Super Saiyan 2, and Ash turns around the red fitted, and shit's about to get real. Leon then takes off his hat too, and thank God, grown-ass man with a snapback on, that's crazy. And we then see Charizard getting fired up as well. Pikachu uses Thunderbolt, and Charizard uses Fire Blast, with both of them meeting in the middle, and holy shit, the animators cooked with this. It's absolutely beautiful, man. Pikachu overpowers Charizard, and he falls to the ground, meaning Pikachu wins the battle, and Ash is the winner of the tournament. Ash has finally become champion and is the absolute best like no one ever was. Leon Hoas then gives a real nigga his trophy like a good boy, and we get the hardest IG flick up in all of Pokemon. I'd be lying if I said this shit didn't make me emotional. This is a story I've been following since I was a little kid, and to finally see it be over is a bittersweet ending. Now, my thoughts and opinion on the tournament: I absolutely loved it, but that doesn't mean it was perfect. I wish all the battles were a 6v6. Like, bro, this is the world tournament. Let them go all out. I don't care if it takes 20 episodes. I want to see it. I do wish Ash brought in Pokemon for back home to make things interesting, so we could see the different battle strategies he would have had and the different matchups. Now, the matchups themselves were fine for the most part, but this is how I would have did the Master 8 tournament. I would have completely erased Leon from this shit. Like, I do not like Leon. Y'all know this. Instead of Leon being the #1 seed and the champion of everybody, I would have had it be Cynthia. To me, Cynthia being the final boss just makes complete sense. She did beat Tobias after all, because she is still the champion of Sinnoh, and y'all know the crazy ass team Tobias had. I also do think Ash beating Cynthia means a whole lot more than Ash beating Leon. I then would have had Paul, Sawyer, or Gary replace Leon to add more drama to the tournament, so I would have had Ash beating my Leon replacement in the first round, whether it being Paul, Sawyer, or Gary. I don't care who, but he beats one of them, and then Ash gets his lick back against Alan in the second round, overcoming his Kalos loss and beating Cynthia in the finals. But overall, the tournament was great. I do wish the animation was consistent all the way through, because the animation in the last battle was fucking insane. I wish it would have been like that the entire tournament, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, that's the video, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed. You know, I had to drop another banger for y'all real quick, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for such an amazing year in 2024. When I started doing this content, I had 700 subscribers in May, and to end the year off with 70k is insane to me. Like, I'm in complete and utter disbelief. Never give up on y'all dreams, y'all. Just keep grinding, because if I can do it, so can you. Keep your head down, keep working, and I promise you, it'll all work itself out. I love y'all so much, man. 100k soon, bro. That's crazy. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Make sure y'all eat some water, drink some food, wash y'all ass, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one.